Hi, a little update. I'm here in Finland, Helsinki. I just arrived not too long ago and I'm waiting for my train to head over to Forest, Karis, and eventually heading over to my community hub, which will begin my 2 months journey of my artist residency. Hi, it's been a while and I finally found some time to sit down and chat. I haven't really talked about what I'm doing here in Finland, so this is probably the biggest highlight for me this year as a ceramicist, and also partly why I decided to take a career break. So late last year, I was thinking, what does it mean for me if I were to take ceramics much more seriously? And I wanted to step outside from the world I've been in and learn from others. So I started looking for artist residency overseas, and I've signed up to a couple of them, and a few of them did reach out. One of them being here in Finland. So I'll be here for the next 2 months at this artist residency called Hub Phoenix, and I'll be mainly focusing on ceramics. I'm gonna show you my studio. This is about 2 weeks in, so it's a little bit more set up. As you can see, it's just a pretty empty room. I think when I first came, there's only just a table and a chair, and then slowly I start to fill it in with things I've brought from home. My work apron, I also start to stick on some of my sketches as well. These are some of the sketches I did during my stay here. And of course I brought along my tools. And this is a piece that I'm working on. And then I also got a shelf. You can see I've already done a bit of work experimenting with new clay and creating new works. And if you look out, here's the view of my studio, surrounded by nature. It's a lovely space. Later into the week, we also had a meet artist session, which all the artists in residency have a chance to present their background and some of the works they've done. And for a bunch of them, they have already arrived since April, so they had a body of work. For me, myself, I was only just settling in, and I only got my clay just a couple of days before the presentation, so I managed to create something at least. And it feels a little surreal to be called an artist, to be surrounded by crazy talented artists and be considered as one of them. I think I've never really thought it was possible. And for quite some time now, I was always quite conflicted, because if you've been following me, I have quite distinct styles when it comes to illustrating my work. There's a side of me that's always exploring abstract, contemporary kind of illustrations and artwork. But there's also another side of me which has been drawn towards making more commercialized merchandise, which is slightly on the playful, whimsical side. And I often struggle to reconcile these two sides of me. And slowly I learned to embrace them in a way. But because of that, there's still this constant struggle of, so which style do I ultimately want to go? It's my distinct identity as an artist. I don't think I have quite an answer. I feel like I've always been evolving and changing. I'm always exploring new mediums, new ways to draw, new themes, and also that allows me to actually embrace and learn so much more rather than being confined to a single style or medium. So I think that was also one of the reasons why I wanted to come for this residency as well, hopefully to figure out what my style is, in a sense.